I already know how to play the game, so... God damn it, that is loud. I may need to change that after all. Yeah, definitely changing that. Okay, that's much more tolerable. Just gonna place this on my quick action shortcut, because that is hacking. I don't have any good side powers yet, but... That's a Manduka, they're monsters. You don't actually fight. I mean, I guess in a couple missions the main enemy is, the Metastream monsters, but you actually fight a lot of, federal police and, bandits or looters or whatever they want to be called. This pistol is okay at best. The only really reason to use it is, it's light, I suppose, and, you know, decently accurate. I won't use it. As soon as I get up here, I'll have access to a mobile armory, or whatever they call it, and I'll be able to get my own weapons and armor. This is Dutch. Mobile armor, yeah. And just because I can... Oops, didn't mean to shoot the second time. That affects absolutely nothing. Except I get a bit of extra, experience, that's the word. Basically, as far as weapons go, big, heavy sword, 2 quicker swords. Not allowed to have that. I've never actually had that, and all the time I've played this, you need a bunch of research, and it's insanely expensive otherwise. 2 guns, 1 gun, mini magnum, super magnum, SMG, silenced SMG. If it's gray with a little cross out thingy, then I don't have it yet. I have to meet the stat prerequisites and then buy it at the armory, or at the shop in the temple. Old-timey vintage shotgun, regular combat shotgun, automatic shotgun, large clip size silenced sniper, super heavy duty sniper, hunting rifle. The only reason I don't like that one is because it doesn't have a good scope. Only semi-automatic AK-47 seems kind of dumb to me. Full auto assault rifle, even higher fire rate and bigger clip size and higher damage rifle, has a bit of a tighter spread, but that can be good or bad depending. And then this, which I'm going to use because it's fun, is a minigun. The ones next to it, this one's a grenade launcher, and this one is a cannon. I really, really want the cannon, but that also requires a bunch of research that I've never been able to get a hold of. And this is a turret that you can place grenades, a scrab, which is like a floating turret that follows you around, and a medkit, which I'll need to get sooner or later. Switch up to heavy armor so I don't die. And you do need to carry clips for all your guns. This one doesn't need as much just because the clip size is 500. But another thing to note is that your clips are like, my 2 clips down in the bottom right are 500 apiece. If I reload, if I shoot 1 bullet then reload, that just gets rid of all of the other shots that I haven't used. So, you know, it's more realistic. Now that really hurt. I've never actually done a run with one of these. what I hear, it's actually really good at taking out the shields of the enemies later on. Because most guns aren't very good at it, just because you generally need armor-piercing rounds, which only a couple of guns have. Or like this one, the Caw Hammer, which is that automatic shotgun I mentioned, and a couple others are really good at it, just because they fire so quickly that they just kind of wear down the shields until you get through. Whereas there are, of course, a couple of guns that are just plain awful at it, and you really can't use them later on in the last like 2-3 missions. And for some reason, jumping down that hole gives you a bunch of experience. I'm not entirely sure why, but it does. I think that's a looter right there. And he's dead now. If I can get over this. There we go. That should be all of the enemies in this zone. Which, this is just the tutorial, so there isn't that much to put up with. And while I'm going down here, I leveled up, so I have a couple points to spend. I'm going diagonal, and I can't turn when I'm in the menu, so there we go. This increases melee strength, increases melee damage and carrying capacity. Your magical powers, or I guess that's cybernetic, that's other stuff. Mental superpowers, I guess. Health, extra damage on your shots, your hacking stuff, which I'll show you in a tiny bit. Increases your mental balance bar, which basically it increases the amount that your medkit heals you, increases speed and melee attack speed. I'm gonna get super good at endurance, so, you know, I'll be able to survive easier. And, let's see, also hacking. Actually, I think I'm gonna put up a bunch of... I sort of chose my stats. I did some shots at the beginning. You get 3 of them that determine a bunch of stats, but they're semi-random. This is, you know, your targets list. I'm only in range of the secured door, even though I think there's actually somebody behind it. Possessed, for most things, will just, like, put you in its body. The controls on it are a bit annoying, to say the least, so I don't like doing that. On doors and turrets, it'll make it, and people, I suppose, it'll basically make them work for you. Doors open, turrets and people will start shooting your enemies and not shooting you. This will kill people, and this, it either steals health or energy. They're 2 different things. Energy you use for your cybernetic and psi powers, and health, of course, is health. Use your attack, subtracted by their defense to damage their health. Lower their attack stat, lower their defense stat, raise your shield stat, or your defense stat, and raise your attack stat at the cost of defense. So, oops. And you gotta have the bars at the bottom fill up. This isn't how most of these go. Most of these, let's see if I can actually hack Shu over here. No. Don't know why. But most of them actually have similar stats to you and are actually mildly annoying to go through. Take them down together. And that ends the mission. I could have killed him to end the mission, but I'll do that some other time. It's not necessary, so I'm not gonna bother. As soon as this lets me go. There it goes. To build may have to be a slow and laborious task of years. To destroy can be the thoughtless act of a single day. Codex Scientia. This is my temple. It's really, really unnecessarily large. There's my mentor. His mask has a beard. Alright. Mentor's a cool guy. He's just disappointed in me because I suck. Here's a scrab, like I mentioned earlier. It's got the Motro, which is the silenced SMG. The ones that you can get if you get the researches for them can also get a laser gun. That, if you'll fucking turn towards me, you little shit. That shoots out of this little centerpiece. They die really easily though, so I wouldn't recommend getting one if you play this. It seems to have intelligence, even though I'm pretty sure it's just a mindless automata. Just judging by the way it talks, it seems to. Alright, so basically like that said, I'm working with Romana to get rid of the Gions, and you little asshole, I can't move. There we go, he let me go. Anyhow, he doesn't like the Gions, he's got fancy headdress stuff. Yeah, he's kind of a dick. So yeah, there are two factions, the Jeans and the Coulters. I'll try and find some of their armors. This guy's a Jean, I think there's light armor. I'm of course a Coulter. I think the guy up here is, yeah, he's wearing the medium armor, which is my personal favorite armor in this entire game. I could talk to him, all he says is a bunch of stuff about the Metastromonic monsters. I think that guy is, not Secreta, everyone's Secreta. I want to say he's in medium armor. Yeah, he's in medium armor. Where the fuck am I? Huh. I didn't think Romana's thing was supposed to show up. I thought I had to go to Salufa first. Whatever. It's at the archive, so I may as well take a gander at that. I want to say Salufa's wearing the Xian heavy armor, so there's that. Honestly, those guys seem a lot more common than the Coulters. There's also the proper Xian heavy armor. He's got a big hat. He's just got a weird staff thing too. I don't actually have to talk to him. He doesn't say much except look at these. This room has a ton of backstory on the game's lore. That is light armor. This The fuck was that? Did I just die? Yeah. What the hell? Anyhow, he gives you psi powers. I don't think I have enough. No, I definitely don't have enough money. I do have enough money for something else, though. The medkit, which is extremely useful, as it is the only way to heal yourself. Short of maintenance, but you can only do maintenance, or you can do maintenance whenever it takes a bunch of energy, and it'll only heal you if you have really low health, and it takes a few seconds to do it anyway. Yeah, there. That icon over there, the one that isn't the armory, the little gear, is cybernetic stuff, the medical area. That's these powers. They can do a number of different things. The gun is the like weapon shop. I'm actually gonna go check that out, see if there's anything that I actually really want to use, because I'm not entirely sure what I want to go with for this build yet. Azazilus. That's the hammer I was talking about. It explodes when you hit stuff with it. As you can see, it is hella expensive. It also requires like 4 different researches that I've never been able to get a hold of, because you pick them up off the ground and then research them. That is a super pistol, the bear killer, basically a smaller caliber of the same thing, made by a different company. Silenced machine gun, automatic shotgun, the hunting rifle, S6000, the cheapest of all guns. Actually, no, the BK-22 is, or 222 is actually cheaper. But this one's actually a really nice gun. Honestly, I don't think this one's worth it. If you're gonna go for this, you may as well go the extra mile and get this. That's the cannon I want, but it needs special researches that I've never had. Grenade launcher, and then the Scrabwilor, however the fuck that's pronounced, and sentries. But as you can see, it has requirements that I obviously don't meet. I might get this, but I don't think it works very well against shields for some reason. So I guess... Actually, I'm gonna more specialize in psi and hacking like I originally thought. That's heavy armor. The same shit I'm wearing. So I'm actually going to go change my weapon as soon as I get into the next mission. There's a armory in every single mission, so you can change whatever you want whenever. In some missions there's actually multiple armories. But I'm going to cut this off and do the second mission, or the first mission I suppose, later. Thanks for watching. This was the, I guess, the tutorial in the temple of the Secreta of E.Y.E. Divine Cybermancy. Bye.